Y'all, I'm a little confused by the SWAC's preseason pick for men's basketball. I'm a little confused. Okay. At first, I was about to be understanding, but after digging a little deeper and looking at a couple of things, I'm a little confused. Okay. Because they're picking Jackson State's men to finish fourth in the SWAC. Okay. But that's not the kind of love that they're giving us in terms of individual awards. Okay. What you talking about first? I'm about to tell you what I'm talking about, okay? But before I do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first. And this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share, put all your people on, okay? But let's get into it, y'all. All right. Jackson State University's men, like I said, I picked to finish fourth this year in the SWAC. That's coming off of a third place finish last year, okay? During last year, we went 14 and 19 overall, okay? But we went 12 and 6 in the conference, okay? 12 and 6 in the conference. The guys played a very tough non-conference schedule as well, okay? Battling some big dogs like Michigan, which we only lost to them by 10. Battling Indiana, where we got it handed to us pretty well by them, okay? We got a dub against SMU, okay? So again, that shit with that 4B1 football to do, beat one of these bigger PWIs. Both basketball teams did that last year. Okay, we gotta get behind them. Okay, we faced Mississippi State at the Mississippi Coliseum. Okay, we only lost to them by 10. Okay, so we played a hell of a schedule leading up to the conference. Okay, and we started out the conference play with that classic win down there in Lorman versus Alcorn. Okay, 6-7 to 6-6 in that thriller. Okay, and y'all know throughout the year, I was calling these boys the high blood pressure boys because they had my shit through the roof because they just couldn't play like a win by 10 or 15 type of game. Okay, they had to find a way to keep that shit close. Okay, but it was very entertaining, and I really liked the vision of Coach Mo. I liked a lot of the shit that he was running. I liked the guys' effort. That I never went to a game or watched them online and said these young men are not playing hard. I did not say that. Okay, or at least I don't recall saying that. Okay, if you did see that, it was very rare because that team did give a lot of effort. They were undermanned. Okay, but they did finish third. Okay, we went into the SWAC tournament, got a win over Prairie View by a score of 62 to 60, and we lost unfortunately to Grambling in the next round. Okay, by a score of 78 to 69. Okay, but this year, as I said, they got us finishing fourth. But here's the thing. Okay, when you go to looking at the individual awards, you see that the preseason player of the year is a brother from Texas Southern by the name of PJ Henry. Okay. You see that the preseason defensive player of the year is a brother from Grambling, okay, by the name of Jordan Smith. But then when you look at the all SWAC preseason first team and second team, I see on the first team point guard Chase Adams, okay, of Jackson State University. I see on the second team, Mr. Romeo Mansell, Jackson State University. I also see on the second team Mr. Ken Evans Jr. of Jackson State University. And then so I go to looking, I say to myself, shit, we the only team that has 3 players combined featured on both teams. Like if you take both teams, the first team and the second team, put them together, we are the ones who have the most selections. Okay. Bethune-Cookman got Zion Harmon on here on the first team. Alcorn had Jeremiah Kendall on here. Of course, the preseason player of the year, PJ Henry from Texas Southern is on here on the first team. Okay. Arkansas Pine Bluff got a king named Kylan Milton on here. Okay. But that's one selection for Bethune on either team. Okay. Alcorn has one selection on either team. Okay. Texas Southern has one selection. Now he based on preseason, they view him as a stud, but still that's one guy. Okay. Arkansas Pine Bluff, now they have two selections, and Mr. Kylan Milton. Okay. And on the second team, Pine Bluff has a brother by the name of Joe French. Okay. But to round out the second team, you got TJ Matlock from Alabama State. And Grambling has Jordan Smith, who's the preseason defensive player of the year. So let these folks tell it. We got a lot of talent in our starting five, okay, but not enough in their opinion to say that we gonna be up there to win the SWAC. Okay, we only got 3 votes to win the SWAC, compared to Texas Southern's 10. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe they're saying that's all we got and we lack depth after that. Okay, maybe they're looking at the loss of Mr. Deshaun Ruffin, who, I was looking forward to that. I thought that little motherfucker was gonna tear up this SWAC. Shit. This preseason player of the year, that was gonna have to be him. I've seen that young man. He can go. Okay, but we're gonna have to wait another year for that. But shout out to that man, young man, as he recovers. But I don't know. Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe they're saying that Coach Mo and the Tigers ain't got shit else. If that's what they're trying to say, then goddamn it, men, y'all hear that? Do you hear that? I want Mr. Mansell and I want Chase and I want Ken, to be happy about this preseason award. Anytime you're on it, you should be happy about that, okay? But look at the disrespect, the rest of the roster, okay? And look at what you guys are being selected as preseason for preseason individual awards, but they're saying still your impact ain't gonna be good enough to get your squad a SWAC championship. And for the rest of the brothers on the team, if they're saying we got 3 all SWAC performers on the team and that we still, after that, ain't gonna be able to muster anything else but a 4th place finish, that means they think y'all trash, young kings. That's what they're saying. They're saying that they think the rest of y'all are trash. So Zeke, I know that's my boy from last year. That was my favorite player. He gonna defend. He gonna do everything Coach asked him to do. If you didn't watch his interview, here on Put It On Some, make sure you go check that out. Shout out to that king, okay? But Colton is shooting that bitch. Colton had some streaky nights. Some nights, like against Mississippi State, Colton was shooting that bitch. The game was at the Coliseum, but he was shooting that bitch from Lynch Street. Okay. But then there was other nights where he was kind of inconsistent. Well, goddamn it, I hope that you've been in the gym all summer, young king. Because they doubt you. They doubt you. But it's time to go. It's time to go, young man. Okay. Because I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, I caught some of the comments from Coach Mo. Coach Mo was feeling like shit. They disrespecting us. And shit, he like, they finna go win this bitch. I'm paraphrasing, of course. Now he didn't say it like that, but he basically said SWAC champs loading or something to that effect. Like Coach feeling confident, even without Mr. Ruffin this year. So this is gonna be interesting. Another year in that system, okay. As Zeke told us in my interview, who was so undermanned last year that a lot of the shit that you like to do in practice, they couldn't even do that shit. Okay. So I'm assuming, of course, this year that has been rectified, and we got guys in here. Last year we had some guys got sent away and all things of that nature. But this year, hopefully, Mo got who he want up in this bitch, and that they're ready to work. So we're gonna get behind you, young kings. Okay, as I said on the women's segment, I'm gonna say it again on the men's segment. Jackson State fans, what you want from football, basketball is more readily capable of providing that to you. Okay, football is hella expensive. All these boys that they getting, these Power Five getting, they paying them boys. Okay, I got a segment later on that I'm getting ready to do, talking about how Utah gave all they goddamn boys trucks. Okay, so that damn football is expensive when you got to pay all these motherfuckers. Okay, it just take a handful in basketball, and Coach Mo feel like we got that handful. Okay. Also, when we do what we supposed to do, like Coach Mo say, we gonna win the SWAC. So if we win the SWAC tournament, we will be playing in the NCAA tournament. Okay, right alongside North Carolina and Duke and Michigan State and all these motherfucking teams, Indiana and all these blue blood college basketball teams, Kentucky. We can play in that same tournament. Okay. Quit letting these motherfuckers out here say that Jack State ain't D1. It's a D1 school. Quit letting them say that shit, and just point them to the NCAA tournament. Put them on. Just recently when we played against LSU, when the women's team played against LSU, in the NCAA tournament a couple years ago. Okay, pull up some old shit when we went to the tournament. So whatever you gotta do. Let these motherfuckers know we D1. That football plays FCS. Okay, that's still D1 as well. Okay, but it's a different division. Basketball, no. We go to the same fucking end of year tournament. Okay, so let's get behind them. Okay, when you come to the game, let's be loud. They need it. We need to have a home court advantage. Okay, let's have a home court advantage this year. Let's make the AAC seem like Lanier's gym. Okay, when it's a big time JPS game in that bit. Let's make the AAC seem like Provine's gym or Murray's gym or Callaway. Like I've been in there as a coach. I've been in these games as a player. I've been at these games as a fan. Jackson is a basketball city. It's a basketball hotbed. Okay? So let's have that bit live. Let's have it live like when Monte was playing in high school and everybody in that bitch marveling at him. Let's have that bit live like when Malik Noon was in that thing and they were live. Take it all the way back in the Gap when you had some of them legendary teams. Hell, Mo Williams used to have that bitch, right? At Murray, okay? Take it back to Darius Rice was over there in Lanier. Okay, Othello Harrington and during his era in JPS ball. Okay, so many greats have come through, and the city has embraced that shit and then got live in that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? We need to take that culture and bring it into the gym because Mo has played in the NBA. He's been an NBA All-Star. You know what I'm talking about? He's played with fucking LeBron James. You know what I'm talking about? So we can give him just what he needs in terms of creating an environment, you know what I'm talking about? Creating an environment that's conducive to winning, creating an environment that's enticing to recruit. So Mo can get a 4-star, 5-star to come to the game and he can convince them, look, just give me 6 months on campus. You know what I'm talking about? You can be a one and done, be here with your people, you know what I'm talking about? Experience our culture and make those connections, goddamn it. Give me 6 months here, you know what I'm talking about, and I'll turn you into an NBA level prospect. I'll make sure you ready for that league, and I'm gonna use my connections to make sure you get up in that bitch. Okay, we gotta do our part as a fan base. Okay, gotta do our part as a fan base. It can happen. I'm telling you, it can happen. Okay, so shout out to the men's program. Shout out to Coach Mo. Shout out to Chase Adams for being first team all SWAC preseason. Shout out to Ken Evans for being second team all SWAC preseason. And shout out to Mr. Romel Mansell for being second team all SWAC preseason as well. but I want a fire lit up under y'all young kings, okay? Because a fourth place finish, even without Mr. Ruffin, that ain't gonna cut it. So y'all got some folks to prove wrong. Put it on some.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel, because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.